afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting, riveting, amazing Propagandacast from your host, Imperial Dane, Master Propaganda here, offsite defender of the fatherland, off here to 2 versus 2 on Elst Outskirts, the map I always love to hate on, besides rails and metals, that is. In the north, it's Artavick and Guard 2707 fighting for the Allies. Here with the 3rd Armored Division spearheading an assault backed up by elements of the 11th Armored, versus in the south, we got 1st Koreapower DianeKruger fighting for Germany with Deutschland. Taking on the role here of the... let's just go with the 9th SS Panzer Division. Fronsberg, how's it hold something? I keep messing up. There's even got a book about it now about the 10th. I still keep messing up the names. I don't know what it is with me and names at times. I just mess them up. Anyways, fighting here for the 9th SS with Blitzkrieg, Mechanized Assault Jaeger Armour, Spec Ops, Overwatch, Luftwaffe Ground Forces versus Mechanized, Airborne, Armour, Commandos, Tactical Support and Mobile Assault. Lots of Commandos there. And a mix of infantry and sort of armour bulletins there. Heading aggressively southwards here, we got pushed there for the cutoff point already, sort of threatening there. Up north, DianeKruger is advancing rapidly in Vasquez on the way there for Guard, Artavick with double riflemen. So far, though, no side has yet to commit to an early doctrine. MG42 moving in here, Pioneers laying up sandbags here. What a person like to do about it is laying up close to the light cover, so that way, they can't actually use the heavy cover, they have to use the light cover. MG40 with the section in, nice over there by Koreapower there, using the Pioneers to spot ahead. Grenadiers occurring the cutoff point up north here. Sturm Pioneers fending off racing, squad backed up by the Volksgrenadiers here. A very aggressive rush to the DianeKruger. Base anticipating that's going to be heavy fighting. He rushed everything in ahead to sort of try and get the upper hand. Almost works out, except Artavick, of course, commits even more so, and that way against the upper hand. They're going to see the bit of a nasty thing where basically you can sort of block the retreat of a unit by getting the other infantry stuck in front of it, in which case you have a chance of getting a wipe there. So now we got a Volksgrenadier squad versus 2 rifle squads, quickly going to close in, even with heavy cover they're provided by the rear echelons. They're simply going to get outnumbered. In the south, machine gun here being caught in a bad spot with the America and the sections moving up there. Pioneers trying to warp stuff here, but there's more support needed. Grenadiers are basically taking territory elsewhere. He might be able now to flank up behind, maybe do some damage, but overall, the position by the fuel point in the south is lost here to the German army. And the 9th SS established around the same time with the 10th SS Panzer Division. Well, initially they were Panzer Grenadier Divisions, but they would be later upgraded to full Panzer Divisions, doing the process of forming up. More focus on the way here for DianeKruger. Artavick here with triple riflemen, Guard with triple sections. Also problems on fast taker. There we go. Company command post up for Artavick. In particular, Elst Outskirts, it's popular because the pack howitzer can be a real bastard to deal with on this map because the way it's built, there's a lot of choke points and such, and also the way the base and all that designed, it can be very difficult to easily get close to a pack howitzer. On this map, in that regard, a pack howitzer can be a safe bet. Grenadiers versus the section, you must carry that up. Sniper following up here for Koreapower. No takeoff yet for him. And, well, more folks was ever DianeKruger. We'll have to see what it ends up with. I've seen some players go for Luftwaffe Ground Forces recently. Those spec ups, of course, with all those infiltration tactics grenades could be quite useful. Of course, Overwatch as always is very popular. Bit of skirmishing here. Rifleman should have the upper hand here unless there's a unit flanking from the other side. Jason's moving from the other side. Captain out there for Artavick. Sniper backing up a push here from Koreapower. Machine gun's going to do the snipers. Well, there's a sniper there, obviously. Up here, Rifleman overwhelmed by a fresh assault there by DianeKruger. Jason's routed as well, leaving the cutoff point open here for DianeKruger to hit. In the far east here, we got Rifleman hitting the munitions point here. Lots of activity, not a dull moment here in this match. MG42 is being hauled forwards, very good. Also important as the Wehrmacht, I personally feel, to use your machine gun to actively support your troops, in particular versus the Brits. Can be quite useful, so that way, hope to keep the infantry sections down because one-on-one, your Grenadiers versus sections tend to be, not. Oh, God, in Himmel, the sniper went down there. Quick upgrade of the Vickers again, the last quick burst took out the sniper, quite a blow there. And Guard's now going to have the sniper out here versus 1st Koreapower, that's going to be a bit nasty. Digging in here by the cutoff point. Mine's been laid down. It's not cancelled. Truck on the way there for DianeKruger. Koreapower, I believe, is also looking to be taken out there. Captain with the BAR about. Artavick there with nothing further going on there. And Guard, of course, got a sniper out. Sturm Pines playing into German against the captain. Cut fuel point north cut off. So I want to secure there for the Germans. Vickers K, they're coming to blast away at the Germans. Needs sort of fast light to make a nice company to stop those Tommies, in particular fast to could be useful, of course. There's the potential there, of course, a fast AZ to counter that, though maybe not quite as fast thanks to the bolters upgrade there. Machine gun repositioning there once more. Going to lead retreating this north here. We've got full platoon plus the rifleman here. Pack out and away there for Artavick. Again, it's become very popular as of late. And again, slightly highlights my theory that the nerfs didn't so much nerf, it's just highlight. It's really good. Sturmpaniers as the rifleman puts me up with probably need another incendiary grenade against the rifleman. Blast them out in the open. In the south here, we've got the infantry to the section grenadiers moving up as well. 2-2 following up there for first Koreapower to help counter the 2-2, and of course now the sniper out there. Once he reveals this, I don't think Koreapower is yet aware of the sniper, of course he will soon be. Saber's on the way there for guard, very good. Artavick there, they have suffered quite a few losses, he's only just one rifle squad, so I mean that's a really good series of fights there by DianeKruger. I mean wiping 2 rifle squads is huge, that's 560 manpower gone. And actually, for an American player losing that many infantry squads in short succession is a hell of a problem. And actually very difficult to come back from. I mean, if Artavick does that, that's really good for him and certainly displays some skill, but it can be really difficult for many American players to just easily bounce back from 2 rifle squad wipes. We got German doctrine about it's Jaeger Armour, and it is Luftwaffe Ground Forces. Now, Jaeger Armour, in particular on a map like this, seems like a really bad choice. It's a map with a lot of well, shot blockers and other things are not really a good spot to use the elephant heavy tanks on, to be honest. And in that regard, I feel like first Koreapower, out of the possible doctoral choices he could have made, probably went for the worst one. I mean, if he really wants to use the elephant, he's really good with it, sure, but I mean, it's not really a map I'd recommend an elephant tanker on, to be honest. It's not. I mean, Luftwaffe makes a lot more sense. The fights on a map like this can work out reasonably well due to, you know, more corners and sharp bits that you can sort of quickly appear around off. That's pretty good. Either way, the fights makers also currently then cement DianeKruger's infinite advantage over Artavick, since the fights, of course, in that regard can be really potent. They will need an anti-tank to help deal with the half track, but for now they send a lead hit to 2 with the damaged engine. USF hammering up here. Northern fuel secure, but the cutoff points are not connected, so DianeKruger going to have to work a bit on that one. Fallschirmjägers holding up behind the wreckage of Panda 4. Captain there slowly bleeding out. Packouts are going to open up there to force out the Fallschirmjägers. And as soon as DianeKruger hears that, he just begins falling back very sensibly. He does not want to risk losing the Fallschirmjägers to that. Back here, troops healing and enforcing. 2-2 being repaired. Commandos moving up. And you fall to up in the sappers. Got the America getting ready to 2-2 engaging it. Could also catch the sniper here, since the America is not likely to survive. Oh, there we go. A bold sacrifice here by Gar, but sadly not enough. And the 2-2 is in hot pursuit of the sniper. He's going to go for it. Of course, he needs to allow it to free fire again so he can actually, you know, follow the sniper properly with the turret here. Oh, he's not doing. There we go. But he's missed. I think missed a lot of opportunity to do some damage to the sniper. Of course, if he can get the sniper still, I mean, it's going to work out in the end. And there you go. He's risking a lot. Sniper there dodging a lot of shots, but there you go, doing a lot of damage. And there you go, sniper down. That's the America and the sniper down to the 2-2. It likely won't make it back home for Bratwurst, but you know, it's done. It's part for the fatherland. Gutting Gart there, quite notably. A lot of manpower, a bit of fuel gone, plus munitions. Actually, no fuel, I don't think, anymore. So still, lots of manpower and munitions. Back here, though, bunker up for first Koreapower. Academy have run away there for DianeKruger. Kruger. MD42, those the grenadiers. Here's the section. Section's not going to do too well. We've got grenades up here for guard. We got Commandos. So Commando Armour here versus Jaeger Armour and Luftwaffe Ground Forces. Interesting. Mines up there for DianeKruger. We got the half-tank moving eastwards here. Commandos landing closer to the fuel point. Machine gun on like grenadiers. Sniper moving up. MD42 they need some further support here. Only he has actually gone for a second sniper, and we got another machine away the first Koreapower. No sign of Panzer Grenadiers, unfortunately. Fultical Jaeger's moving about here for DianeKruger. She's on the point here. Fultical Sturmpanzer's moving northwards, half on the about movement there, and medic bunker on the way there for Koreapower. Machine gun almost done, no further tech up yet there, and neither is for DianeKruger. As for the allies, no further tech up here. We got no sign of armored cars, in fact, for guard. And nothing further there for Artavick either. We've got an ambulance up. We've got BARs and bazookas. Sniper moving out there. Commandos likely going to try and rush here. Machine gun that has pulled up there. Might have a chance, but there goes going to stick to the cover here. Nice little move there. It's going to be a bit tricky here for him. If he gets spotted, it could... Oh, there we go. It's going to... Excellent move there by guard. Some excellent handling there by the sniper. Of the Commandos. Obviously not by the sniper. I mean, he should have expected. He saw the glide. He saw it landing close. They should have anticipated there might be Commandos that could creep up. In fact, the way the covers into space actually would allow them to run out there. So I feel like Koreapower there might go a bit no confident. And in which case, Gart, of course, easily punished. Oh, grenade up as well. Oh, is it going to do what as well there? Huge loss. Oh, and the light machine gun could drop. Oh, goodness. Now Koreapower is in deep Scheiße. Leaving really DianeKruger to hold the fight here against Artavick, of course, who's been suffering heavily on his own, but still for the Wehrmacht it's going to be pretty difficult to get back from some of those losses. More grenadiers on the way there, but that's 2 snipers gone so far, plus the 2 other bits there. Ugh, not good. Take them on the way there, certainly armor might be the best way now for first Koreapower to recover. Good Panther 4 could certainly help with that. And we got more Fallschirmjägers up for DianeKruger. DianeKruger clearly a fan of the mighty Fallschirmjäger. Full serve as the captain. Car 19 casing off there. The Kedner trying to peer about there, trying to avoid getting spotted. Fallschirmjäger is caught out in the open, but still she's able to pop a bomb grenade immediately on the rifleman. They can Baltaladung, and there you go. There we go. It's going to be close here, but the Fallschirmjägers should, I think, have a reasonable chance with FT-42s. Then again, the BARs might just swinging about there. There you go. In the end, not quite enough there for DianeKruger, despite most heroic efforts. Fulton's riflemen fighting out here until they fire raining down. Cover shattered, but none of the riflemen hurt. So Paul McCart up there. I mean, ooh, aerocons, that's not bad. One option here for first Koreapower is to continue just rushing on Austrian flag panzers. It's not, optimal. In the same way, the British play of rushing out a Centaur is really good. Rushing on Austrian just doesn't do the same. So we'll have to see there what he does. I mean, he can do it and he can work. It's just, it's not very optimal. I mean, there's a reason why an average player will rush for an Austrian unless they're absolutely desperate. I mean, it's not something like a power move, like, rushing a Centaur is, or rushing a Panzer IV is, or rushing a Sturmpanzer is. Rushing an Austrian is just more like, I'm in trouble. It kind of signals it. So we'll have to see what it ends up with there. But he could end up going for an Austrian here, simply because he needs something to help make up for the fact he's been suffering excruciating casualties. But for the northern fuel point here, big push here from DianeKruger, massive infinite push. The Kenner's just waiting here for the half-track to move in, and then it's going to blast it with its 88mm rockets. Massive push there continues for DianeKruger here. Direct hit here on the half-track from the Kedner. For 88mm rocket, they easily punches through it and knocks out a lot of health there. Needs to grab out that fuel point for the fallen in the south here. British players lining up there from the sort of machine guns ready. There they go. Commandos are going to spearhead it, of course, creeping up through the terrain, sneaking past the German sentries. Well, he's trying to. That definitely requires some exquisite skill there and technical skills on how to make use of the cover there, just to keep them covered, of course, knowing how long you have before sort of, they probably decloak. Moving up here, he's going to use the infantry section as bait. That way allowing his opponent to suddenly focus on everything, and then he pops in there with a grenade like gun bomb. There we go. And there we go. DianeKruger's light machine gun down. Expert assault there by Guard, leaving first Koreapower's position there. Woefully under-equipped. He's going for the Pioneers. He's clearly not going to go for the Austrian. He's going to go for the Panther, which is obviously the more sensible choice. So again, not quite as fast as the Austrian, but, actually good to rush out. Fighting everything around here by the Captain Rifleman. Half-tech backing up here. DianeKruger obviously again is doing a lot better than first Koreapower there, who is just getting absolutely rounded upon by the Commandos, so they're proving absolutely amazing they are. Double Kenner's now again to really try and get an alpha strike there in on the half-track. Sturmpanzer's out there getting blasted. We've got full Jaegers moving up there. Fallschirmjägers, of course. The South Sap sneaking up there. Right behind the Pioneers of first Koreapower as he's looking now to support his teammate, having realised the South is indefinitely out of his control, which is honestly probably the right decision to make. He tried his best to hold the fuel point, but after that Commando assault, or ambush, I think it's more accurate to put there, he is not in a good position. Panther 4, of course, will arrive soon, and he gets a half-track there. Nice work by DianeKruger. A significant blow there to Artavick. Pioneers moving up. We got taken up there by Guard. Very good. And none yet though for Artavick. Panzer almost done. DianeKruger there's gone for the Schwer Panzer headquarters, and we're likely to be able to push out a Panther fast. We could go for the Panther. Panzer almost done here for first Koreapower. Just Koreapower, whatever. First. And we got machine gun bunkers up in the calf point. Panzer rolling ahead, and the pin on that machine gun. Very good, so good. Sections, the machines are only advancing. We're retreating Grenadiers, Pioneers, Panzer moving up here. Sappers out in the open, it's going to be an easy target. Direct shot there. Sappers rounded. Machine gun moving up there. Commandos creeping up again. Once more, note the way to use cover there. Note by the Stormtroopers now have the same ability, so that's also worth keeping in mind there. A really expert handling there of the Commandos by Guard. He's certainly knows how to use his Commandos. Panzer IV there, crashing numerous section members, tearing into them, almost getting wiped. And certainly we can see well the Panzer IV is so good, and you know the Ostman likely would not have achieved the same effect. And there you go, Commandos take out the machine gun, but in this case the machine gun bunker prevents them from stealing the machine gun itself. Really just highlighting how disruptive a single Commando squad can be. Just absolute amazing value there for Guard. Up north here, Foxman's being overwhelmed. We got a blend cover grenade off it to slightly saw the Americans, but sadly they are nonetheless outgunned and outnumbered. There's not enough support for the Foxmakers to fend off that many Americans. Panzer IV roaming about here, 4 kills. Section there by the center victory point, could be a trouble there. Crom moving up, engaging the machine gun crew and wiping out most likely again. There we go. Pop goes that weasel. Pack 40 out there for first Koreapower. DianeKruger there is looking to be in for a Panther to aim for armor superiority. Probably help make up for first Koreapower's issues. Then just bring out the big Panzer. Or premium Panzer, I suppose, in a sense. But it was pretty heavy, the Panther. Taking on the fire from the Panzerkampfwagen 4. He's going to grab that machine of the Pioneers. He is very good. There's the reinforcing. Back here, troops in reinforcing. Up north, Artavick grabs the fuel point back. Artavick is certainly also having a rough time, though he's at least recovered some of his infantry losses. But DianeKruger is really giving him a very unpleasant ride. 10 kills on the Foxmakers, halfway to veteran 3, very good. And DianeKruger can now go for the Panther. Unless DianeKruger is an utter madman and wishes to go for a King Tiger. Ooh, attempted a bung grenade on the retreat path. Almost paid off though actually, but didn't quite judge the timing of it, I would say, fully correctly. Troops reinforcing. It has DianeKruger just sort of forgotten about. There we go, Panther on the way there. Panzerkampfwagen 5 for the 9th SS. She's in the northern field point. Grabbing the southern point here. Germans will try and control the map somewhat. The Oscar S-Mines we got a victory point lead, but Guard in particular is proving to be quite a handful. And Artavick is also slowly recovering, but admittedly so is Koreapower as well. Opening up here, Pack 40 moving about in the south there. We got a big push here with the Grenadiers and machine guns there. It's going to try and take advantage of all the hub up here to then push for the fuel point. Hoping that Guard has left his guard down. Or let his guard down. There you go, it seems to actually happen. Almost got a section there as well, very good. Panzer IV, Pioneers, Grenadiers moving up. The Pack 40 also banging up here. A quick feint here by Koreapower is now getting control of the fuel point there. Up north here, though, could have actually inadvertently though left DianeKruger's flank exposed, connected allow them to gang up on DianeKruger, in which case that could end up rather poorly here for them, but we'll have to see what it ends up with. So far the 6 Panzer guys moving up to help stop the Panzer IV. Infantry moving up to rush it. Section doing what they can to stall the Germans from rushing the tank into easily. Crom moving up here, so we can see here, in the end it is having the desired effect, and Guard is pulling away from DianeKruger, who is actually apparently now abandoning the entire north to seemingly not try and back up Koreapower instead. That's an interesting shift there, tactically and strategically, if that is the case. But right now Artavick is quickly filling up the vacuum left by the German forces in the north, so I hope it's going to be worth there for DianeKruger, otherwise he just made a bit of a blunder, and possibly Koreapower of course as well. We got a bulldozer from Natalie Artavick, noting that he has finally tagged up by the way, but he hasn't brought anything else up. There we go, Panzerkampfwagen 5, Model A, which was the model between the D and the G models. And there we go, big push here. We got Valiant Assault. Looks like DianeKruger was actually baiting Artavick. He was actually anticipating that he would push in here. Holy smokes, that is devious. I mean, he was basically using this bait the entire time. He had retreated, making a feint there, causing Artavick to leave his flank exposed, allowing then DianeKruger to rush in with Valiant Assault and the Panther to catch off a lot of units in the rear and cause complete chaos here. Holy smokes, they probably didn't anticipate the bulldozer, and this is still amazing. Although we can see now Guard is falling up here, and we can see that on the other hand now Koreapower is looking to take advantage of that. Absolute madness here. Pandemonium, chaos. I don't know how effective it was though, but it certainly shook things up a bit. And seems to allow Koreapower now to secure most of the southern half of the map. Sadly, they weren't able to get rid of the pack capture. They were able to clear out the veteran team. They lost the kidnapper. In fact, they lost 2, which is not good there for DianeKruger. That's actually a pretty big loss. Lost the fighting making squad as well. In comparison, I think Artavick got reasonably well out of that one. Probably should have coordinated a bit better with his teammate with some other elements. Maybe some smoke here and there would have been helpful. But I like the idea though. I mean, it was in some ways a really clever setup. I mean, again, just, abandon here, allows opponent to fill it up and then strike. But it lacked something to keep his opponent focused on the front line to then increase the effectiveness of this. He should have probably used some footguns just to launch a frontal assault to just act as a distraction as he then makes the big push. I think that would have made it a bit more effective and would have been even better if he could have coordinated a bit better the Koreapower to then keep up to ensure the British player couldn't support his teammate either. Panzer on the way there for Koreapower, noting he's actually gone for tier 4 straight from the Panzer IV. That's a bit dubious. But obviously, of course, that works out. In which case, where to go for it, I'd probably recommend a Sturm Panzer IV or a Panther over the Panzer IV 42. Panther was the echelons. Troops routed here as Guard is returning the pressure to the Germans. Commandos there following up as well. 14 kills, 22. Panzer IV moving out. Panzer IV there is being pulled forward to the front line. Panther moving eastwards and moving northwards and centrewards there for DianeKruger. Kruger. Shot far off the Cromwell, missed in the centre here. We got Reason's routed. We got a bazooka drop there, and DianeKruger's going to seize that quickly. We also got Obersalden out with light machine guns. Fighting for the northern fuel point. Bulldogs Germany moving up. No sign of anything else there, though, for Artavick as of yet. Fuel point wise, they are struggling a bit. Then Guard is floating a bit there. Not tells you what he's planning. Is it Comets? Is it Churchills? No sign of that. We got weapon racks out there. A rare sight for the British players, to be honest. Pack shoots direct hit there on the Cromwell. Panther, by the way, not with a pin-up machine gun. He definitely should add that. The Panther benefits a lot from the pin-up machine gun fighting infantry. Cromwell push back here. Another pack 40 there for Koreapower. Itself will not really make a huge deal of use of the doctrine. He has to use some of it. I mean, we've seen air reconnaissance, we've seen the spawning scopes. I mean, he could go for a half-tick just to lay down Regal Mines, but also them to reinforce the front and could give him some durability. Then certainly Regal Mines could be really effective, but it's just so rarely utilised. Smoke screen off there from the Cromwell, nice work. Sherman there trying to take out the Fultoners behind heavy cover with the bazooka. Panther moving up to assist them. Against these barbarian Americans. This is sugar instead of bread. Panther up in the Churchill, Sherman landing a nice hit there with the high velocity gun rather than getting blasted. And we got hammer tactics for Guards, that means Comet. Troops moving up here, pushing ahead here, 6-pounder gun getting ready. Machine guns gun is firing away there. Panther applying support, Panther needs to get ready here to fire in support, but it can't, it's on cooldown. White Phosphorus raining down here, disrupting Koreapower's defensive, very good. He's using mortar cover there. Nice ability, by the way, really strong. I'm on reasons why I personally like using Commander Regiment whenever I play Brits. Pioneers going down to heavy fire, need to retreat the Grenadiers. Pack opening up, shoots, misses. Not really good for aiding infantry. Grenades off there, causing quite a few casualties among Koreapower's infantry to retreat here. Panzer almost good to go here. Fighting around the centre is heating up as well. We got 245 versus 422. The Germans continue to have a notable lead over the Allies. And what is this? Koreapower is now going for an Ostwind Flak Panzer. I'd just go for Sturmpanzer. That's my immediate thought, personally. I mean, the Sturmpanzer 4 is just so much better. Hell, another Panzer 4 would be so much better than the Ostwind in a lot of cases. Artavick's pulling out their blend curve off. And white. Oh. Harsh loss. Then he's going for Stuttgart as a first, meaning mechanized regiment is up. Likely quits it out there, of course, for King Tiger in the long run there for DianeKruger. If Koreapower then finds the manpower, he might want to go for fuel cache to assist his teammate with that endeavour. So Osman moving up there, Stuttgart's first moving up there for DianeKruger. Still no pin-up machine on the Panther. Jackson on the way there to back up Artavick's armoured elements. And infantry elements, of course. Osman moving up. Good bit of advice when it comes to the Osman, though. Don't move it about all the time. I mean, one of the reasons why the Osman overall tends to do poorly is because most people just keep moving about. The thing is, it has a 50% accuracy penalty on the move. In fact, most armour does, except some of the Western Allied forces, which suffers smaller penalties. But the Osman in particular just suffers that 50% on the move. So if you try to move it and it shoots, it tends to miss a lot of the time. So you have to just stop it up, and then you can sort of hit. And even then, it's not like amazing. I mean, in most cases, the Panzer IV is just going to do the job better because it just consistently hits more, has better AoE, and has machine guns that actually do something. I mean, overall, the Panzer IV is just better for not a much bigger price here. And they honestly might just want to either make the Ostwind cheaper or, buff it. Because right now, it's not worth the price tag, I think, honestly. Really only go for it in an emergency because you're, trying to be clever. And you're winning, by the way. You're winning and want to be clever. You're not going to go for it if you want to be clever and you're losing. Then you shouldn't be going for it. Commando away there for guard. Captain there getting sniped by the Panther. Wire recons out there by from Koreapower. That's not a bad idea at all. Flak pan's being repaired. Panther barrage off. He was always looking for a target. They seem to be firing it from a rather far distance here. Oh, there we go. Catches some troop, does some damage, get a kill, but overall nothing beyond that. And also, I would say more importantly, doesn't seem to follow up on this barrage, meaning it's not really going to do that much for Koreapower. Up north, they continue to find, got a Stuttgart's barrage off, which did some damage. They got some kills in, but nothing crucial. And another unit wiped out here by the Bulldozer Sherman. DianeKruger and Koreapower, the overall German army is starting to run into some severe issues. Remember, stop and shoot with the Ostwind, otherwise again it's going to shoot all over the place a lot of the time. And most of the time it's not going to hit the enemy anyways. Peckhawk folding up there, bounces off the Comet tank's heavy armour there. It's roughly, I think, 100mm. Roughly. Depends, some parts of it were thinner. Packs so far they're bouncing, commands coming up, they can lose mechanical sections boarding. Packs are either failing to hit or failing to penetrate against the Comet. It does not suffer any real damage except damage to the paint job. Machine then Chobby got the Panther to help deal with the Cromwell, very good, close to the Panzer IV, very nice. Ostwind falling back. Has done a bit of damage, but well worth noting, it is yet to kill a single soul. Looks like some artillery called in the machine gun position. Yes, indeed. Of north here, DianeKruger is beaten back. He's really suffering infantry losses now. He needs to replace some of these casualties. And we got artillery fire here from Artavick to try and silence the Schwer Panzer Hauptquartier. Mines being laid down. Commandos are trying to keep a safe distance. Lots of mines being laid down there with Koreapower. Very good idea. Very good idea. It's going to make it harder there for Guard to just rush through, for that matter, Artavick to do so, but the problem is he's seeing it with his Commandos. Obviously, Koreapower doesn't know. And then, oh! No! No, he did it! The cheeky bastard! He threw a grenade on the pioneers that just finished the mine, and then he wiped in squad plus another one almost. God, you monster! You monster! Although it looks like he managed to get at least almost a wipe there. Still not a single Flak Panzer though, these done some damage. Panzer moving up there, Ostwind, Pack 40 being in here. Comet has suffered some damage. There you go. Penetrating hit. Panzer opening up as well here. Rockets hammering down. There you go. Sappers pinned down, but the anti-tank weapons are still operable. And looks like Koreapower's not going to push any further. Up north, the situation is a bit of a mess there for DianeKruger against Artavick, who's slowly pushing him back here. The lack of infantry is not helping. And it looks like here, DianeKruger is very much stalling for the King Tiger, the Königstiger. But he might find himself increasingly struggling with it, as again he's going to lack stuff to hold back Artavick with. At which point he's going to find himself trying to close an open leg wound with a band-aid. Fixing up the Panther 4 here. Flak Panther in a bad spot. He's gotten one kill, but it looks like it won't last much longer here. Yak Panther in for DianeKruger, so he is not going for it. There's the King Tiger stall. I think that's a very wise idea. You really should go for more infantry, by the way. Stukas of his Fuss unleashing hell with its rockets. There we go. Gets the pack out. Cruise silences them. Snaps them out. We got 192 versus 395. The Germans still have the victory point lead, but we'll have to see how much longer if they can maintain that. Air recon's out there for Koreapower. Got there with a centaur being brought on. The useful Ostwind is what you could also call the centaur. Oh, scheiße. Panther down. Panther down. A significant blow there to DianeKruger. Sent out there for guard. Oh, scheiße. The Reactions are walking around with an Obersoldat and LMG-34. And it does, I think, get a bit of a nerf if you get picked up by anything, but the Obersoldat is still, you know, quite nasty. Michigan are being flanked by the Reactions. Cromwell getting the Flak Panzer. Flak Panzer is trying to hit, but again, on the move, it is wildly inaccurate. I really cannot stress just how inaccurate it is on the move. Pack shoots, misses. Got the Panzer rolling up there. Yak Panzer bringing in them with high velocity Symphonik cannon. DianeKruger is still just at 3 infantry squads. Almost getting the rear to the retreat, but the Panzer sadly can't finish them off. Almost got the captain there. Yak Panzer shoots. There you go, getting some nice hits on the Sherman. Had to tank them moving up to block any further shots there, at least to deter them. British Academy for flanking the Panther 4, Panther for firing. No man, that's just stuck as a fuss. Actually get some good damage in, I think, on the Sherman. Panther 4's blitzing, he's going to try and get a wipe into the anti-tank, and double tank destroyers. The Panther 4's dead, it's toast. Koreapower there thought he saw light at the end of the tunnel. Instead, that was the train from Detroit. In the south section, grabbing the fuel point here, the German army efforts are starting to falter quite aggressively. Koreapower's probably going to need a Panther or a lot of Stugs. In fact, I'd probably just recommend a bunch of Stugs or a Panther. Probably part of me just thinks a bunch of Stugs, but they might struggle a bit here. Panther going to do this, I think, would also be a strong test for Koreapower section again. Blast with the Ostwind. It's actually getting some damage in there, but again, only once it really sort of just stops up, so it actually gains, you know, the ability to hit stuff. Orbs on that there for DianeKruger, very nice. Double Jacksons are proving to be quite nasty. Sherman up here, 27 kills, halfway to the ace level, but it's veteran 3. Station being blasted here with the MG42. And we got here, airborne assault in an attempt to try and take it all out. Almost got one of the Jackson tank destroyers. Infantry's getting pinned down to the ground like insects. The overall assault seems to have rather petered out here for DianeKruger already. And easily dodged here by Artavick. But at least he's cleared out, I suppose, at the cuff point. British force preparing for another assault here. Comets, Cromwell, Centaur moving in here. Aircraft getting blasted out the sky with the Centaur easily. Second blast the Pioneers in the fire there from the Centaur. Comet moving up on the flank here. Pax turning about to deal with that. Flak Punch doing what he can. I think Koreapower not might be going for the Elephant tank destroyer. We got more mortar cover here to try and deal with the German positions. Comet rushing straight into it. Could pop a grenade there if he wants to, but then again, like just expect the mortar cover to do the trick against it. We got Panzerwaffe barrage off. He's trying to stall up the British. No, that's the Superforce from DianeKruger. Koreapower. Panzerwaffe those ready to fire, and there you go. Full retreating from the field point by Koreapower and the 9th SS. Up north, DianeKruger is being routed here with the boulders of Sherman. Yak Panzer, there's damage being pulled out as well. Koreapower is close to the Elephant. He's got the field, he just needs the manpower. Of course, the question is, will the Elephant provide the salvation that Koreapower is so fervently praying for? Panzerwaffe firing. Machine gun hammering away, got the Oster moving in. Sort firing down. Centaur there, 7 kills. Oswin, as you might be noticing, isn't quite having the same level of success as stopping the Allied Air Force. Then again, this is, the big air supremacy operation we're going to do a match. And it's completely just wreaking havoc there. Koreapower's force are getting hammered. Nope, the Comet is taking no damage, it seems, whatsoever from the bombing strikes. Panzerwaffe and the Centaur almost got it, but the Grenadiers are getting blasted here by the Centaur. 10 kills, by the way. In fact, there's the 5 kills of the Ostwind. And also, you might notice the Centaur does not really suffer the same, massive accuracy penalties on the move. Smokescreen there on the Pack 40. Nice work there by Guard. Very close to the Elephant tank destroyer. Comet Centaur, they're trying to get away. Smokescreen again. It has, by the way, really low cooldown. Same applies, by the way, to the white phosphorus. And we got here assault up. Comet, or Centaur finally goes down. The Comet, though, is still more than operable. Jackson's ready there, not really doing much. The DianeKruger is very much on the defensive here. 158 versus 319. The Germans still have the lead, but it is very much dwindling. Slipping between their fingers like sand. Machine hammer there, Veteran 2. Centaur there for Artavick. A Sherman. A Centaur, damn it. You can't get Centaurs. Unless Gart somehow gets abandoned and then he seizes it. In which case he can. Gart there, boys, flooding a lot of manpower and fuel. And there you go. Going for a lot of sappers to repair his army. Could also go for another Comet easily. And there we go. Koreapower's mad gamble is on. Elephant heavy tank destroyer. With about only a total of 45 ever made. They're organised into 2 heavy tank destroyer battalions, 653rd and 654th. Primarily saw action though on the Eastern Front, and I think a bit in Italy as well. Yeah, they saw it serves in Italy as well, alongside Nashorns. Sappers on the way there for Guard still. You can see it, holding up the line. Big push there with DianeKruger with triple academy efforts. He scores his fair punch, of course. Obviously, right now his only option is to try and somehow go for a King Tiger and hope that somehow works out. But obviously, that's a pretty tall order. Shoots, misses. Cromwell, of course, now knows where it is and decides not to stay around for long. But there you go, direct hit here by the Elephant. Heavy tank destroys high velocity 88mm gun. Same as used also on the Yak Panther, the Nashorn, and the King Tiger. Major flanking up there. Quadruple Arcadenevers. DianeKruger suddenly seeming a bit desperate there. Can't quite finish up the Sherman. Going to have to fall back under artillery fire there from the Allies. Fighting for centre victory point, clinging onto Tangen, very good. Elephant moving northwards, Osprey moving about as well, 6 kills. Slowly approaching victory 2, we got 5 makers out for DianeKruger. King Tiger is going to have the current rate at least 4 minutes. If they get that far. Yak Panzer hiding out. No, the Elephant is based. The name Elephant is actually the second name given to the tank. So the first one was actually Ferdinand after its inventor, creator Ferdinand Porsche. But the initial version had a lot of issues. This one still had, but at least they added a machine gun, whole machine to defend it a bit somewhat versus infantry. But it basically received the name changed into Elephant rather than Ferdinand after that move. Elephant moving about here and direct hit here on the Sherman, taking down to half health. Jackson Sherman moving about here. Collins moving up here, Flak Panther back forward there. He's going to have to deal with a lot there, in particular since the Elephant can't use the support. Whoops. Veterans on the Flak Panther. That should help just a tad. Elephant pulling back here. Damaged engine. Machine held dealing with advancing Allied infantry from Artavick and guards to rush the victory point. Solid fuel pool now being lost. That's going to make it even harder there for DianeKruger to go for it. And there you go. We got S4 corner to primarily think help defend. Cromwell rushing in, pack forge and all that, trying to deal with. There you go. Elephant with a damaged tank engine is easy prey here for the tank. So aircraft crashes down his hands, hits the Cromwell, doesn't do any sort of critical damage. Cromwell goes down to the tank gun, Jackson goes down, but still artillery also raining down here, and all the Kednev is just hard to catch. Air supremacy operation, shattering whatever's left here by the road. Oh, God in Himmel. Kednev in anti-tank guns are being crushed. Carnage. An untold level. Absolutely horrific. Something like straight out of the Bloody Falaise pocket. Anyways, common there with veterans, you won 10 kills. Flooding a lot of resources, by the way. He might want to build some more stuff here. Kruger there is still on the path towards the dream of a King Tiger. South end here held valiantly by Guards infantry. The center can scram the victory point there. It's 217 versus 154. Yak Panzer's victory 2 with armored Schützen up. Artavick with more tank destroyers out. Double bulldozer Sherman and then 1 tank destroyer. Flak Panzer moving up here, catch the Kednefer. Or it's more like I think actually to put caught by the Kednefer. Sherman then push back with the Yak Panzer. Another hit, they're closing on veteran free. Slowly. Healing reinforcement for Koreapower. Here the same for Kruger. Flak Panther, of course, remember to don't move. There we go. Stops up and suddenly again it begins hitting. But even with all this infantry bunched up, it's not exactly doing a ton of damage. Bomb grenade off here. Could have been perhaps thrown a bit better. Jackson they're holding up the Flak Panther. Obviously they're being popping a blend cover here. Has the Major with the light machine gun from the deck comrades. Silver Kevin they're creeping about. Sure, of course, one after the bombing strike completely shattered it. Gart they're going for another comet. Very good, very good. So we called in the bunker being attempted there by Koreapower. Triple Kednev, they take out the Sherman, but are risking getting taken out by the infantry and the Major with his light machine gun. 143 versus 216. Of course, what will Koreapower now do after this Elephant really didn't do much for him? There we go. Commandos they're routed by the Flak Panther, half H53. We got the Commandos up, veterans who won 10 kills. Force ground the victory point. He's showing up 43 kills. Absolute bananas. 45 kills. Chocolate coated bananas. Gunners are routed. The situation is looking deplorable here for the 9th SS Panzer Division. Utterly horrific. Flak Panzer's still missing a bunch, even when it's not moving. It's not really doing a lot there because they nerfed the AoE for some reason. Tech 40 and the Comet, they're pushing it back. Orbison moving up. There's almost taken out. Flak Panzer going to need some repairs. They're closing on the ace level. Which point it becomes kind of good because at that stage you just gain such a high rate of fire because you can actually consistently do enough damage to murder stuff. Panther on the way there for first Koreapower and the 9th SS. 182 versus 143. Artavick launching another assault here for America, Freedom, Democracy. Fighting Jaegers with a pilfered BAR are getting blasted here by the Sherman. Yak Panzer there, half HVX fleet, not enough in support. Here the situation looking pretty ravaged. We've got air contact for Koreapower, Ostman being rushed northwards to back up DianeKruger's collapsing front line. Great hit by the Jackson on the Ostwind. 143 versus 174. And there we go. DianeKruger can finally call in his king tide. But the question is he going to be able to do enough here to turn the tide at this stage of the game? Will it be able to win the match? Watch and find out. But Kevin's are being swarmed here. Infantry. And the Jackson is... Oh, Yak Panzer is done into the Jacksons. Situation is further collapsing. More bullet shells here for Artavick. As he's lost the other ones, obviously. Panther out. Lots of German Schwerer Panzer. And the tank is being destroyed there by the Jacksons. Flak Panzer being flanked by the Comet. King Tiger's hanging back here. Panther's going for it. But it's getting flanked by the Jacksons already. No flank coverage here for Koreapower. Of course, turns out to be a really terrible idea. And the Panther gets singled out in a matter of seconds and destroyed. And with that, the rest of the war for DC seems to constantly collapsing. The Ostwind there. 14 kills in the end. And down that goes. Comet about to get destroyed here as well, but I don't think it's going to matter nearly as much. Jackson's firing H-Rep round to the help versus the Chancellor. The King Tiger on the way up to flank very nicely. Also firing H-Rep rounds. Shot bounces, the other one penetrates. 143 versus 143. And there you go. Koreapower and DianeKruger surrenders. A bloody battle right here on Elst Outskirts. Heavy casualties on both sides, and then the Allies prevailed. Partly, I think, due to some strategic mistakes and tactical issues here by the Germans from time to time. Despite some good pushes and such, I feel like the unit composition, particularly Koreapowers, were a bit lacking. And I feel like he made some mistakes. There was Guard underestimated. Guard, of course, really made absolutely ridiculously good use of those Commandos. They were really crucial at times to just help swing the game in favour of the Allies. So, there you go. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something from it. Subscribe, like, share, comment on it. Also, big thanks to Sebastian for donating and supporting the Propagandacast. Big thanks to you. And otherwise, hope you enjoy it overall as well. And if you do, and wish to enjoy it, support that is, of course, further enjoy. Of course, you can donate and pledge on Patreon. Links in the description. This is Imperial Links in. Cheers. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you all tomorrow again for another episode. Bye.